Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Dr. Dawn Michael. You're going to want to stick around and listen to this video if you're in a relationship or married, because we're going to talk about proper cell phone etiquette, and it could really help you so you don't get into a nasty fight. So I'm going to go over a few of the examples with you, and you can share them with your spouse. So, number one, when you go out on a date, or even you sit down at the dinner table, put the phone away. There is nothing worse than going out on a date where one person is sitting at the table and the other one is constantly on their phone, because you're basically there by yourself. And if someone's attention is on the phone and not on you, it is extremely rude. And it's also embarrassing. So that time that you're out on a date, that you're spending the money to go out, you're trying to enjoy a meal, leave the phone in the car and have that intimate time in your relationship to talk about other things, to connect, and to have a good time. You know, I've been out several times where I see two people in a nice restaurant that are both on their phones talking to, I don't know who, somebody other than each other. What's the point of being there? What's the point of them spending that time together? So be mindful of when you pull your phone out to use it, if you're going to text someone, if you're going to answer a phone call. Try your best to leave it in the car and make a rule of that. And one other thing is, you can also bring this to the dinner table at home, especially if you have children, so you can model this behavior to them early on, so that when they're old enough to get a phone, that they know that they don't use the phone at the dinner table. That's just an absolute rule that you have in your family. That will save a lot of arguments, and that'll also help for you to connect and have a conversation with your kids at the dinner table. Rule number two, and this is very important, and I am guilty of it myself. I don't do it anymore. And that is sending over an emotional text when you have just had it with someone, or you've gotten in an argument, or you just feel like you are so upset about something. Oftentimes, what we put in our text is not exactly what we would say to the person if they were standing in front of us. So we kind of let our boundaries down, and I like to call it throwing up over a text, because sometimes it really feels that way. You just kind of let everything out, and the other person basically gets thrown up all over, and they have no way to really respond to it immediately because you're not there. And the other problem with that is that they can read that text over and over again. So it never goes away. So it becomes a living, breathing document of your emotions that you just sent over to them. And it can be used against you. So do not text when you're upset. Okay, number three, and this is also important. This is just about etiquette when it comes to when someone's at work or they're doing something. Try not to send them too many memes or videos or get into a group chat, because sometimes people will use their phone for work, or they will have to have it next to them. And if you're constantly bombarding them with information, it could get really annoying. And they may feel like you'll get upset if they tell you about it. So it's good to kind of put these rules out and say, hey, listen, when I'm at work, can you not send me information? Or if you just want to send one sweet text, that's fine. But don't bombard me with all the memes and videos, and definitely not the group chat, because that can get super, super annoying. So if you just abide by these three simple rules with your phone, it will really help you with your relationship. It'll make it so that the phone doesn't become number one and your spouse become number two, because sometimes spouses feel like they've been replaced by the cell phone, especially when you're supposed to be spending time with them and you're spending time on your phone doing other things. So I hope that this short video has helped you, and if you want to watch it with your spouse, that might be a great idea. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. subscribe to my channel, share my video, and leave your comment. As you know, I believe everyone deserves to have a healthy sex life, and so do you.